So one day, this woman is at the mall in the parking lot, and she's buckling her son into his car seat. And when she turns around, suddenly, bam, there's a mustache man standing in front of her, and he's holding a pew-pew. And he blocks her from getting back into her car. And she looks into this man's eyes, and she realizes she's seen them before. She knows who this person is. And that is when he raises his pew-pew, and he fires. Now the woman, her name's Heather, and unfortunately Heather just happens to be in the middle of a divorce with her husband, this guy, Steven. And embedded into the middle of this divorce is a custody battle over their 1-year-old son. And this custody battle is ugly. It's real ugly. You can imagine they kind of hate each other. But one day, Heather and Steven agree to meet in the parking lot of a local mall so that he can hand over their son for the week. So she gets there and she takes her son from Steven, and he gets back in his car and he drives away. After he's gone, that's when she turns around and the mustache man is there in front of her with a pew-pew, and he unalives her. Now, when this shooting happens, it's about 6 p.m. on a Sunday. So this parking lot is full of people, and plenty of them witness the shooting. So police, they get to the scene, and all the witnesses are like, "This mustache man just went right up to her and shot her. It was crazy." There's even a little CCTV footage of the mustache man leaving the parking lot. So police, they aren't sure what to make of all this. Who was this dude with the mustache? So naturally, they bring in Steven for questioning, because he was the last one to talk to her. But Steven couldn't have been the shooter. He had just driven away moments before. So they interview all the witnesses from the scene, and they end up sort of Frankensteining together a police sketch of the suspect. But the suspect doesn't seem to fit the description of anyone they know. But that is when, bam, suddenly police get a tip. A trucker who was staying at a hotel near the mall, he says he saw someone scoping out the mall parking lot the day before the shooting, and that this person was using binoculars and that they were taking pictures. It was shady as fuck. But most importantly, this trucker said the shady person was driving a white Ford F-150. So police investigate, looking for any person in Heather's life who happens to drive a white Ford F-150. And what do you know? They find someone. But it's the grandma, Steven's mother, Joanna. But we'll just call her Grandma. But what could Grandma have to do with the man who shot Heather? Well, police take Trucker over to Grandma's house where the F-150 is parked outside, and they show it to him. And he's immediately like, "Yep, that's the truck I saw." So of course, then police ask Grandma to come in for questioning. But Grandma's just like, "Nah," and she just doesn't go. But eventually they do end up talking to her a little bit, and she denies any involvement in any mall shooting. But she does say something interesting. In her conversation, she makes sure